My name is Michael DeFazio, and I'm going to help you guys scale, grow, and maximize your custom furniture shop so you can buy some real estate. Today, we're going to be talking about buying new lumber or dimensional lumber. This is not what we've always done here. We've spent a lot of time building stuff out of reclaimed materials like this Brennan High School gym floor or our reclaimed Douglas fir, which is oftentimes floor joists in other buildings. But we've made the move into using dimensional lumber because our clients kept asking for it. Is it my favorite thing to be working with? Not really, but it is still a great product that you can still provide your clients. It's less cool in my opinion, but there's a lot more durability, consistency in the materials, and if it's what the client wants, give them what they want. Don't make what you want, make what they want. Trust me, they're gonna wanna pay for it a lot more if you're making what they want. So we tried to stick to a few materials here in the shop. I didn't wanna order every material under the sun. Most clients are looking for your suggestion on what material is gonna be best for their project. Make sure you are only gonna have 3, maybe 4 materials that you're gonna suggest that you are gonna stock here. For us, it was white ash, red oak, maple. Our alder here, which was our cheapest material, always have the cheapest material option. Our other reclaimed materials was a whole different story, but give the client specific options and not too many options. Don't buy stock just to sit there on the shelf in hopes that you're going to sell it. Maybe have an extra couple boards. If you want to buy stock, just have an extra couple boards. And those extra couple boards should come from the waste from your other projects if you are sticking to a few materials. One thing you have to watch out for when you are buying from a supplier like this, a wholesaler, you're most likely going to have to deal with a minimum balance. For ours, it was a $500 minimum balance. As you build a relationship with your supplier, they might let that go. They might increase it depending on how much of a pain in the butt you are. Another way that I found it really easy for me, because we had a 3-month or a 4-month waiting list when it comes to our orders, was to bulk all of our material ordering together. Okay, so maybe I had to buy 50 board feet for a table like that, 100 board feet of alder for a table and a coffee table like that, maybe a little bit of oak, maybe I had to buy some black walnut or white oak for some specific project. I would bulk it all together so that every now and then I had an order that was over $500. It would honestly be $4,000 or $5,000, but I was able to do that and I would avoid the minimum charge every single time. And that truck was always coming to our shop, which was really nice because I built a relationship with him. When you are buying new material, you need to account for waste, as with every project. The thing that I did to always make sure that I was getting the right amount of material for my table, say I needed to build a table this size, I believe that's a 40-inch table. I would order the material as a table that would be, say, 48 inches wide. This might be total overkill. I'll get to that in a second. But a 48-inch wide table, I would tell them, okay, Mr. Supplier, I gotta build a table that's 6 feet by 48 inches wide, right? So I need that amount of board feet. I would give them the board feet amount. I would give the supplier specifics on what I needed, okay? I need 10 boards, minimum 6 inches wide, 8 feet long, to be able to get a tabletop of this size. Whether he's out there measuring stuff or not, he knows that this is what you were ordering. Just a communication thing. Help him help you. So be specific when you are ordering the material. I would literally say, supplier, I am building a table 6 foot by 48 inches, and I would just order the material in 8 foot lengths. This would ensure that I was gonna have all the material that I need, and I didn't have to run to the material supplier down the street to buy 1 extra board, because that 1 extra board would be like half the cost of the entire lift. I've had to do that many times. It's not very fun, and it costs a ton of money. So try to stay away from that as best you can. Make sure you have enough material. Finding a great supplier will be a game changer for you when you find the right one. There is a lot of different things that I would tell you to watch out for when you're looking for a supplier, because depending on where you're at with your business growth, it's gonna depend on which one's gonna be best for you. Which company is gonna be the best one to supply you at this scale or at this scale, right? Depending where you are, you have to find the right one. So you have to do some digging. We found a supplier that had a very small minimum that delivered to our city twice a week. The prices were amazing. We didn't have to worry about needing something right away, and it wasn't able to come in that week. It came in really quick at a great price, and it was great product. One of the main things that you're going to have to worry about is making sure that the materials that you are buying are properly dried. And properly dried for furniture, you need to make sure that your moisture content is anywhere from 7 to 9% moisture content. You want to make sure that it is as dry as possible when you get it, and the supplier should be able to ensure that for you. Most suppliers are going to be able to sell you the material raw or milled. This is gonna be up to you. I never liked when the boards came in milled because I wasn't able to control the thickness. I wasn't able to control how good the milling job was. There's been many times I've spent the extra money on milled boards and I had to mill them all when they got here anyways because they weren't straight enough. So I just stick to buying raw boards. I can control everything this way. And honestly, it was a much better way for me to be able to control the final product. So just to recap, waste is very specific. Make sure you are accounting for all the waste, not by a percentage, but by the board specifics. Never stock material unless you are going to be selling more and more and more of these specific materials. So pick a few materials and stick to them. And lastly, find a supplier that you plan on building a relationship with. Take care of him and he will take care of you. Don't be a pain in his butt and he will help you out huge. So if you have a friend that is buying material and it's just sitting in his shop and it's costing him a ton of money, send him this video. I know I can help him out. You guys have a great day. I love you. Give me a follow because I really appreciate it. I got a lot more content just like this to share with you guys.